Yeah. Fats Domino, man. Give that man a round of applause, man. Guys like that help make this music business what it is today, because a lot of people were able to profit off of their creation and go off to be rich and create these infrastructures and keep that old slave contract thing going for years.
Factuality.
Before, now we enter this new age, Heather B, where you don't need the contract. You don't need the slave contract to break into the music business anymore.
Yeah. So stop being a slave.
You're your own master.
You don't need the plantation owner to waltz you in. You can actually make noise on your own digital platforms, whether it's SoundCloud or you get on some Spotify playlist or, Apple Music, or do whatever it is, your YouTube channel. And you could create a underground buzz, and it could swell, and you could catch the attention of a lot of people in important places. And before you know it, man, they're inviting you to go on tour. It might be the hottest artist in the game. Like, let's say a SZA, for example. You know what I mean? It might be a SZA, Heather B.
Right.
That might say, hey, yo, I like what you do.
Right.
Won't you come on tour? But I ain't got nothing that's, they ain't really charting on the Billboard yet. Don't matter if that's happening or not. Oh, I haven't sold millions and millions yet. We think you dope. Mm-hmm. And that happens for some of us. Sometimes T-Pain might even, recognize somebody's talent, when they not even got the big ship behind them, Heather B.
Facts.
T-Pain might bring you on stage during one of his sets. Let you get that shine because you dope. When there's ever an artist like that, you got to pay close attention. Mm-hmm. You really got to watch them because they could change things. I'll call them game changers. We got a game changer with us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the one and only Smino is here. Yeah. Representing the Lou.
Yes, sir. What's good?
Representing the Lou.
St. Louis 314 already.
Damn, we just threw up some gang signs or something. How you doing, bro?
I'm amazing, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't be better. Straight up.
Man, how was that tour? What I was saying, you toured with SZA.
Yeah. SZA tour was amazing, man. She's super cool, too. Like, it wasn't no, separation. You know how people be, off in their room, door shut. Nah, she was coming kicking it, riding bikes with us, all that. Like, she hella cool, man.
Riding bikes?
Yeah, I bought a lot of bikes on tour because you just be around 12 people at a time all day. So to get in the city and be able to just go see something, even if it's just downtown, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I just be riding around.
They say the happiest people at work are those who bike.
The happiest people at work are those who bike.
Yes,
but
that's
that might be real. That's straight crazy.
Like who jumped on the bike that we would know? Like any celebrity people jump on?
On one of my bikes?
Yeah.
SZA?
SZA got on the bike.
Yeah, just her. It was just her and my partners. We wasn't too much going on, but yeah, we were just rolling around.
You like that, HB?
Yeah, I think that's dope.
Smino,
appreciate that.
I think that's dope.
Y'all cool up here.
You've been around for a while. You done a couple of projects, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How'd you get started though?
I got started in church, bro. Like, I'm a musician. I play drums. My pops play keys. My mama sings. So it been a whole lot of just constant, nonstop me making music my whole life. So my pops, he noticed that I rapped and all that. Like, I used to get in trouble at school for writing raps on the back of my papers. Mm-hmm. At first, he used to be on my head, but then he just, bought me his little studio and, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just locked myself in there when I was, starting at, 13, recording, and then shit from there. We good. We on Action, my cuss, right?
Yeah, you can if you want to make yourself comfortable. Yeah, but shit, man. I mean, you gonna do it. You gonna do it, man.
Talk about shit, man.
Yeah, you ain't got to, but
No, 100. But no, it was just a bunch of early, you know what I'm saying, upbringing and recognition from my parents and you know what I'm saying, my family that this is what I wanted to do. So that's how I got started for real. Then I moved to Chicago, and that's another story. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what happened in Chicago?
Yeah. A good story or bad story?
When you say that's
a great story. I moved to Chicago on some thirsty shit. I was just trying to make something happen because we don't got a lot of resources down where I'm from in St. Louis. It ain't a lot of you know what I'm saying, blogs and just shit like that for people to find talent. So I just I noticed what was going on in Chicago early, in 2010. And I just went up there and I was just grinding up there for a while and shit. A lot of different things transpired. Mm-hmm. I got to link with Red Bull and Red Bull put me on tour. My first tour I ever went on with Mick Jenkins and you know what I'm saying.
Jenkins is great.
Yeah, that was just the first time I ever got to really tour. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like Red Bull, then Andrew Barber from Fake Shore Drive, just a bunch of different things. Classic Studios out of Chicago, just all these different things at once were moving. And then like I was making a lot of music, so like all I needed was something just to move for me, for real. So yeah.
If you could back it up a little bit, because there's a lot of people that's listening to this and gonna see you talking. If did you have people in Chicago? Did you have to go sleep on somebody's couch? What was it? Because a lot of people live places with nothing happening, and you go to a big city, but then what happens once you get there?
I moved into this it was this place called the Music Factory, and a friend of mine had a little small studio. It was like way smaller than this room, and I slept in this booth in there on the floor. I did that for about a year or two. Then I ended up
Shit.
Then
Did
I
you
ended
bring
up.
girls into that
God
booth?
bless you.
Huh?
Did you
God
bring
bless
girls into that booth that you were?
Nah, with the girls, you don't bring girls around till you got enough to get a little hotel. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Yeah,
did.
Tracy.
Just
Go ahead, man.
asking.
Get a little telly, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, you don't know what's going on for real.
So you slept on the floor for about a year.
Yeah, I slept on the floor there. But then I slept in another studio, Classic Studios. Classic, my manager. And like he literally like my mentor, like my big brother, all that. And like he was what made me want to like continue to stay in Chicago, because he had such a cold like presence with the studio, like Chance to go down there, Vic, like all the artists from Chicago, no name, and I be just seeing them. None of them knew who I was at that moment though. I used to just be on the couch cooling with my sweats on, because that's where I ended up living after the fact. I just be in there sleeping and chilling, and like, you know what I'm saying, I got to work late nights. That's where my gang Zero Fatigue came from, because I just had to get in when I can. So like, you know what I'm saying, I'm in there Zero Fatigue, and late I wake up, it's like 11 a.m. and my homie L10 got one of the he over there, he one of the like he one of the engineers that just engineer for everybody or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But he'll be
L10, what up, baby?
yeah, my boy, he'll be bringing people in. And I'll just be on the couch waking up like this, like, damn, like I ain't trying to look goofy, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get up, you know what I'm saying? But I just chilled and waited my turn up there and like was doing my thing. I wasn't really trying to get in nobody's business. I was just doing me as much as I could and shit.
When did you put out 666? When did that come out?
Damn, that came out like a couple years ago on my birthday. I just put that out just on some.
GP. So were you still on the couch when that came out? Or
Yeah.
You was still
yeah.
slipping on the floor when that EP
I was
came?
still sleeping on the floor when Black Swan came out.
Really?
Yeah, I had just got a crib in April. Then I ended up going on my first headline tour, so I ain't get to be in my house for real. Then I went on tour with SZA, and then you know what I'm saying, it was just like a lot of like no time to be at home. But I just got a crib. I ain't been in it for real.
Oh
Congrats.
shit,
So
man!
happy
Smino
for
got
you.
a crib,
God
y'all.
bless
Yeah, it's
Hey,
lit, man. Straight
Smino
up.
ain't homeless no more.
You feel me?
Damn it!
God is good.
That's the
boy.
headline. Smino ain't homeless
God
no more.
good, yo.
Yeah, dig. Yeah, dig.
Your music, because when you look at when you trace back like Black Jupiter and then 666, and you arrive at Black Swan, you could just you don't. If I just and it's fucked up. We do this. I wouldn't have thought you were from St. Louis.
Why not?
You know, it's just it's. I don't know where I would have thought you were from, because I haven't heard nothing from St. Louis that sounds like you.
That's an interesting thing. A lot of people tell me that, and I always be like, why not? And it's cause I know why. It's cause like you just really don't know what St. Louis sound like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
real.
it's a coin toss what you might get out the city though. Like you know what I'm saying? You might get the most street nigga that can rap really good, or you might just get, you know what I'm saying, me. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling and I just make my music, you know what I'm saying? Or DJs. It's so many people in the Lou right now, like for real. So, you know what I mean? You never know. St. Louis.
You were in a group before you were solo?
Slightly, yeah. Me and my boy Barry, we had this group called Retail. That's now, you know what I'm saying? We still rocking strong. Like he was on my album on a song called Flea Flicker, but and he was on Crash Course. But I mean Amphetamines, my bad. That's what it's called for real. But anyway, yeah, we was rocking strong, like high school up, like just going crazy. Then we just, you know what I'm saying, start doing our own thing. I moved to Chicago, had to start, you know what I'm saying, shaking how I had to shake.
Okay. Hey, let me ask. Is it L10?
L10.
Say
I like that name.
Elton. It's Elton, but L10.
Oh, okay. All right. What was it about him that you could like have an engineer for so many? Like name some of the people you've engineered for.
Chance the Rapper, No Name, Saba, Joey Perp.
Is he stunting on us right now?
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stunting on us right
So
now.
black as hell.
That's just my.
Looking like,
these are my friends.
That's
Joke,
Jamal.
yeah, it's a whole bunch of.
That's Jamal.
I'm
my bad.
also Jamal. He gave me the nickname Jamal.
What's your
I'm
ethnicity?
dying.
I'm Chinese.
Shit.
That's why they call him Jamal. Like it's like a Chinese movie happening. I'm looking for a black dude to talk, and I'm like, this Asian boy just keep talking. How you get that voice, Jamal? The little
Mild sauce,
I
baby.
don't know. That's just
Mild sauce. That's where he got it from.
mild
A
sauce.
lot of
He's
mild
slanging them
sauce.
too, huh?
A lot of mild
Black
sauce. and
black
fried
women
chicken.
like you, huh?
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Shout out to Harold.
I like
They
that
love
voice.
him.
That shit is ill.
And his
On me.
booty ill.
He's cheating right now. What was it about him though? You obviously you guys recognize like, oh shit, this is like something special. What did you think it was?
It was the personality that was just like cutting through the music. He would just flip words on a regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? And the way he did that in the music was just like, this is so you. Like, what? It's just little things like that just show superstar quality. And I was just like, this is my friend first and foremost. So
We roommates too.
that's my bro.
Y'all slept on the floor together?
We slept on couches.
And
like,
man, we
yeah.
struggled, man.
Yeah.
There's definitely a struggle period, but we passed that.
Y'all passed that. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for y'all. I'm gonna play amphetamine.
Lord.
All right, we're gonna play this amphetamine, but I got a couple tracks on this project. You got a nice project you put together, man.
Man, thanks, Sway,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Straight up.
Yeah, you
Appreciate
got it.
that.
I was like trying to decide if I want to play the Sick Pillows. I love Raven Lene.
Raven Lene.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Man, if you get a chance, go listen to Raven Lene. And this me plugging right now, but go listen to Raven Lene because in real life, she's 18 years old, but like she probably my biggest inspiration. That's like my
Raven
little
Lene.
sis, and she really inspired me. Like
Wow.
real talk, taught me how to sing.
She got a
Flat out.
song. She's featured on Glass Flows. But I'm gonna open up the phone line. Smino is his name. We'll find out where that came from. Your social is Smino Brown, or what's your social?
Yes, at Smino Brown, Smino on Instagram.
Okay. Citizens, check this out. We always say follow these guys for a reason.
Yes.
Follow this guy.
About to follow him right now.
Smino on Instagram, Smino Brown on Twitter. You want to talk with him, 888-742-3345. Get to know him.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.